Welcome back to Inside the Mind podcast. Today we are joined by trombonist, singer, multi-instrumentalist and composer Robinson Khoury. In today's episode, we will discuss the creative process and meanings behind Khoury's new album, Mia. Enjoy. Your latest album, Mia, is the perfect blend of Arabic music, jazz and electronic music. How did you approach this vision of music as a musician and composer?
Thank you, first of all. Perfect approach. I like this term. No, but it's never work like this, especially a work of creation, and it's always a try and a try to connect different styles together. And I always try to not think about I want to mix this and this. But it appears naturally when I work on the music, when I work on the compositions. I think I didn't really work so much on Arabic music for this album, but since I learned Arabic music a bit and played it also with Arabic musicians, then it's really into my into my sound, into my blood. So when I'm writing, of course, we can hear a bit of Arabic music, and especially in this project Mia, because it's modal music. So I wanted to play electronic music with my modular synthesizer for this album, and of course with the modular synthesizer, we have sequences, we have repetitive stuff. So I wanted really to go deep into the modal music, and which is the same case with Arabic music. When you play Arabic music, one song is only in one mode, or makam. We call makam in the Arabic music. And so I'm not really thinking about mixing this and this, but more like it appears naturally. Like I wanted to express this. I mean, like as an album, it was the moment to go into modal music, to process with the electronic, the voice, the percussions, so the acoustic also, mixing acoustic and electronic. So yeah, I wanted something really original, really unique in a way. So it gave birth to this album.
How did you learn Arabic music?
How I learned Arabic music? When I was 18, I started to make research about Arabic music, especially in my memoir when I was studying in the National Superior Conservatory in Lyon. So I did a memoir, first of all, like how to approach the study of learning Arabic music as an Occidental background musically, and the second point was how to adapt with my instrument, which is not an Arabic instrument, to this music. And it appears that it was really natural, because the trombone is really close to the voice. That's why also I chose the trombone, because I was singing when I was young, and when my voice began her changement, I don't know how to say it in English, but I needed something else to express myself, so I began the trombone. For me, it was the best way to sing in an instrument. So I chose trombone. And yeah, there is many similar technique on voice and trombone, like the glissandi, the ornament, so in Arabic music there is a lot of these. So yeah, it was really, it felt like it was perfect fit, and I was supposed to do that with my trombone. It was kind of a bit magical in a way.
Yeah. Which track was the most challenging for you to write, and why?
Which track was the most challenging? I don't know, because when you write something, it's so like the thing you want to write, then it's not so challenging, but the challenge comes after when you have to play it, because when you have an idea, it's never challenging. You know that it's this that you want, but when it comes to playing it, then it depends on tracks, and I have to say Mia was the most complicated thing to play, because it's a lot of different moods together, energetic mood with a lot of percussions, synthesizer, voices with piano, then again a lot of electronic stuff that we have to blend together. So yeah, Mia was the most challenging to play. But to write maybe Horizon, because we changed a lot of things. Like, I was really not happy about the first version, so we changed, and even now we play it in live really different than what is on the album. So I would advise you to come and see us in live.
What didn't you like when you write Horizon? Like, why did you choose to change the path?
I don't know. Sometimes you have a strong feeling when you compose it, and you were in a certain mood, state of mind. Then after, you don't arrive you don't attempt to reach again this same mood. I think when I wrote Horizon, I was really. I remember I was in kind of retreat. How to say it? Like I took a house in the countryside to really focus on the compositions. Yeah, and so I was really alone with my stuff, which was great, but also which was a really different feeling than playing it with two other people also. So in a lot of compositions I had to adapt things, but in Horizon more than in the other. Yeah.
Okay. Quelque chose bouge touches upon the subject of creation and chaos through the deconstruction of the voice. What was your creative process to express such a complex matter?
Yeah, Quelque chose bouge is really a new thing that I'm doing. It was really, how to say, un pari. It was really a challenge to do this. I never spoke like this, like spoken word in an album before. I sang already, but never speaking like that. And I wrote this poem. Can I say poem or texts? I wrote this in this same context, in this house, alone in the countryside. And I was reading also Aurélien Barraud, which is an astrophysician. And I wanted something really kind of abstract, but that with two meanings, like one of a bit science about creation, Earth, cellular stuff, stars, and etc. But also that we, as a composer, it's also like the meaning of how something is moving inside you when you compose, how something is giving birth, a bit like all about creation, so the creation a bit of all things. So yeah, And then I put this text on my sampler in my modular synthesizer. Then I really destructed it, and I really liked the sound that it was making. So we decided just to keep it on the album, and then to keep it even on the live. It's really strange moments for people, like really disconnected from the rest of the concert, but it's really interesting in a way.
You have also repetitive music that is highly present, especially in the song Mia.
Yeah.
Can you tell us who were your inspirations?
There is many inspiration about repetitive music, of course. We'll begin with Steve Reich, and of course, master of repetitive music and minimalism, American music, but also more modern electronic composer like Floating Points, Fortet, Niels Fram. All this wave, of electronic, but also in Radiohead, this band, they are using a lot of repetitive patterns and synthesizer also. So I have to also name one band from Paris that I love with good friends that I really fond of. It's Cabaret Contemporain. They are 6 and they are playing all repetitive music just with acoustic instruments. They're really great. So it came naturally that I wanted to explore a bit this, also the trance, because for me the modal music is really connected to ancient music, to trance music. So repetitive music is really relative to the trance. Yeah.
Une des Variations is a masterpiece of modern impressionism. How did you first envision this track?
Yeah, it's funny because it's really an improvisation. Okay, so On des Variations, is the only full improvisation piece, and I was directly at the studio. So first of all, we were supposed to do just an EP, so like 5 tracks. And then we recorded Quelque chose bouge, then we recorded a new song, then we recorded On des Variations, which is an improvisation, just me alone with my modular synthesizer and my trombone. And so it was really challenging to record it, because I have to manage to play, then to move the buttons, then to play, it was really in the moment thing, And we really liked it, so we said let's put it on the album. I remember it was Antoine Rajon from the label who said, let's do it now. And Felix, the sound engineer, was like, wow, it's amazing, let's keep it on the album. So it was really it's nice also to have like this kind of surprise thing that you didn't expect.
Yeah, that's awesome. You invited Lena Dib and Natasha Atlas to perform with you on this August. How was it for you to work with them?
Natasha, I know her since quite a long time, like 10 years ago now. We played together, first of all, with Ibrahim Malouf in Jazz à Vienne in 2015. Then I recorded on 2 of her albums. Myriad Roads and Strange Days. Then I always thought about inviting Natasha and somehow in an album, so it was the good context. And so I'm really proud and glad that Natasha's song, and I think Arazu is one of the most beautiful tracks on the album. And Lynn, it was really like also a kind of a surprise, because we met just a couple of months before the recording. I think even like maybe 2 or 3 months, something like that. And so we were in a kind of party organized by a collective in Paris, mixing artists, so we were 3 musicians together with the percussionist Najib, really good, And so we met in playing, like, just directly at this party, and it was magical. So we felt like, wow, we said we have to play together more, and so I proposed her to record on the album, and she accepted, and since then she played with us 2 times in Just sous les pommiers, then in Café de la Danse last month. It was really nice, and we will surely continue to work together. Yeah, so it's really just the beginning.
Finally,
yeah.
you broke down many barriers and fixed ideas on the trombone and music in general. What is your next step?
The next step will be I will create for my next album. So maybe not next year, but in 2 years. I will create. I mean, next year I will create a new quatuor. I mean, quartet, but more into classical a bit stuff. Still jazz and improvised music, but more acoustic. So with a cello, double bass, piano. And so yeah, I will explore more the writing and more the ancient music, the Baroque music also. So I will try to blend together Baroque music and Arabic music, and so this kind. So more writing, a bit more near the classical stuff, chamber music, you know. So yeah, it's basically it's the next step, and in 2 years I have this idea of, you know, big ensemble, like 7 or 8 people, and with vocals, with songs, really like songwriting, but also with the strings, 2 violins, cello, and also electronic music. So this is the idea for 2 years, like approaching like electronic and chamber music together. But first of all, next year I will be more into chamber music, acoustic, and yeah. So I want to explore more, more of this.
Always more.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for talking to me.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is all for today. A huge thanks again to Robinson Khoury for this incredible conversation, and see you next time. Bye, guys.